Hi guys, we are full swing into our Identify Your Fuel week, and going into this week I really wanted to spend a little bit more time on the fuel of my passion. What is fueling that passion? What keeps me in the go or wanting to do what I do every day? What is it? I have a lot of why, but what about it is fueling me? So I took the time today to go back through my calendar and write down notes and things that I've taken from some of my potential clients, and reasons as to why they may not have started their healthy journey. And in pulling from them and seeing what their reasons were, that started to fuel me and get me excited. And it started pumping me up and saying, there's people out there that really require what it is I do. And that simple reminder is how I'm charging myself through this day, because I remember that it is not about me. It's not about just my why. There's the ability of me being able to assist people reach their goals. And sometimes they're so clouded and blocked by whatever is happening in their life. They don't have the fuel. They don't have the ability to just look at their goal and get it accomplished. So this simple reminder of their goals fuels me to now reach out to them from a place of genuineness and remind them of where they are, what they're looking to do, and how completely possible it is to achieve that. And if it wasn't for, following the simple systems that we have in place, I would not have had my booklets to look back to. So that takes us to another point, which is, how do you account for your fuel? What are you using that can help you months down the line? Because I'm going back a couple of months now, and going to reach out to people that definitely had some really big goals and really wanted to step into some success by the end of the year. So they didn't know how to do that. They weren't quite ready to invest in what that required, which means that they weren't really ready for their goal to show up in their lives. So now I can give them that simple reminder. And I encourage you to have some system in place that you can refer back to, whether you journal, whether you do voice recordings and go back and listen to it again. I don't know what your system or method is of recording past activity, but I recommend just taking the time to go back and look through it, because if it wasn't for that today, I wouldn't be charged and fueled and ready to reach out and touch a couple of people and hopefully assist them in reaching their goals. So simple reminders is what this message is all about. I appreciate you guys for chiming in and watching the video, because we all want to know, how do I fuel myself? Thank you, Cassandra. You're always so sweet, and speak so much life into the things I do. But in all seriousness, it's really, how are you going to identify what your fuel is if you don't document it? If you don't write it out, you can't keep it in your head. Well, you can, but it may get replaced with some negativity, or you may push it out of your mind because you just could become overwhelmed by it. So basic point is, take down notes, go back and read through them, and you'll be surprised at how that's gonna recharge your battery, because I'm recharged, and I'm excited to see and I'll take notes on this conversation and see what happens. But I never give up on people, if that's what you can call it. I'm always there to reach out and touch people and just say, hey, it may not be your time now, but I know there's value in what I can offer, in the systems that I work with can offer to really get you to success, because that's what it's about, just being your best. So identify your fuel. And if you don't know what that is, just start today with documenting what you're doing today, so that a month from now you can look back and say, oh, I was maybe this on that day. I felt a little low. I was on a high, and this is why I was on a high. So if I was high because I did that on that day, why don't I do more of that so I can continue to be high? But if you were low and you weren't feeling as good, you'll kind of know what it was that brought you to that place, and you can avoid or replace the actions that led to you feeling that low point. So this is just all about discovery and being able to apply it on a later date, so that you can fuel yourself in a positive way, in a more action-oriented way moving forward, so that you are successful in whatever your reason for fueling yourself is. So that's it for me. I encourage you guys to try this out this week. It's not on purpose. I don't plan this out. I just live, and I live for my day, and I record what I do because I want, or I don't even want, I deserve, and I want, and I need, and I require, and I desire to be a better person. So if that's going to show up, I have to do the work. It's on me. So for today, I will talk to you tomorrow, and we'll talk about more fuel of that fire. Bye.